So my question is about, I don't even know how to put it, empathy. So I felt like I didn't have empathy for what was happening. Because I felt disconnected. Was it Philip that was talking about, being next to the hospital, but not, not connecting to it? So I'm feeling like I'm disconnecting from my heart, and that's why I can't feel what else is happening in the world. So I don't know how to tease that out. I was doing some inquiry, and I don't know what's mine, what's real, what's the, I keep going to the.
Why is it that you want to be connected to your heart?
Because my belief is that's where the soul is. It's like that's like the bridge between the human and the.
Well, the thing is, nobody could argue with that statement. It's so correct. It's correct on every level, worldly and spiritual. But when I asked you, you really had to stop and think about it.
No, I just had to find the words.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So let's say you find your heart.
Well, I've been finding it.
Yes, so let's say you're all heart. Then what?
I don't know if I'm ready for that.
Yeah, so you have a belief that you should be all heart. And the complaint was that I'm not all heart. But when I am all heart, it'll be perfect, but I'm not ready for that. There are
Right.
about 26 beliefs in there.
Right. So you see how it's a little confusing.
Yeah, but it's all based on an analysis of how it should be, where I am, how it could be, what it will be, and how I'm not ready for it. All of them are my beliefs. And if you had a big heart, all heart, you would be, I don't know, one with God, free, perfect. I have a secret for you, an open secret. Before you find your heart, you're already free. But because you have these beliefs, that simple truth isn't your reality. Because you're not starting from the reality, you're starting from the person believing many, many, many things, like everybody else, that things need to be attained first. You have to mold yourself into the correct way of being. You have to leave your mind, go to your heart, stay in your heart, be open, and be different than the way you are. Then you could approve of yourself, get approval from others, relax, be kind to yourself, love yourself, and be. A lot of work and a lot of beliefs about its possibility, its impossibility, its desirability, and its undesirability. All of it put there by a mind. And it's not just your mind, it's everybody's mind. It's the mass mind that we call normal. So that when people like me say you are already free, that sounds ridiculous because it's loaded like with logs, covering it up all the way up to like 10 stories, saying no to the truth. If you recede down and out and open to the beingness that's before all your ideas of what's necessary, if you rest out of what you think is true, what you believe is true, what you're striving for. If you open up out of the constraints of rightness, goodness, properness, appropriateness, then you will find yourself resting at ease, in peace.
I can feel it right now.
Of course.
Mm-hmm.
But because we don't consider it as the norm, as true, as our rightful identity, it seems like we have to take a trip to it. We have to take steps. We have to let go. We have to really relax out of ourselves, out of our good selves, out of ourselves that are growing, out of all our goodness. We have to relax. We have to relax out of being so good to being so nothing.
Mm-hmm.
And in our society of what we call normal, nothing is like the worst thing you could possibly be because it's not understood. We don't have any real comprehension for what is before our ego. You have to taste it to know what it is. And everybody on this call has had plenty of tastes of the open, empty nothing that I'm talking about. The word that most often comes up is spacious. How can nothing be spacious? It's an oxymoron, isn't it? It's spacious. Another thing that comes up when people talk about this nothing, this emptiness, is safety. No need for protection. And if you look at the human being, pretty much everything that's gone on to this point is about how to feel safe. You have to protect yourself from pretty much everything. So you say you're feeling this openness now? Do you feel any desire in it?
No.
Do you know why?
No.
There's no Christine looking for a problem. There's nothing wrong. That's another thing that the human being can't fathom. Something not being wrong. That's why we're always talking about being appreciative with gratitude. That's another one. Once you have an open heart and you're all heart, you should be all gratitude. But as a human being, we don't really look at the things that we've got with appreciation. We look at all the things we don't have with envy and desire. And all that's gone when you disappear into the spaciousness. The great, great thing about having no desire, being yourself, wide open, fearless, contented, present, and most importantly, the one I love most, empty-headed. And totally here. And it's not about me. I guess we have to learn what it actually feels like not to be gripping, holding, grasping anything, not to have nothing. Really taste what it feels like not to be holding on to something for security. And we even hold on to nothing for security. We hold on to lack. We hold on to poverty. We hold on to things that we're accustomed to because we know them intimately. And I'm not even suggesting that you have to let them all go. I'm suggesting that you leave your mind totally, one fell swoop. You want to be free? Be free.